First question is x equal to range 6. Here range 6 is equivalent to range. By default start value is not defined, so it will be 0. Then end value is 6 and step size is also not defined, so by default it is 1. That means it will take the value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 excluding the end value. So n gets the value of x for each iteration and print the value. So output will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To run a Python code, it is convenient to create a Python file and save the code in this file and then run at the command prompt. So first we create a folder, say test, at the C drive, and then within this folder we create the Python file by name, say first with extension py, and then save it and open it into the edit mode to write the code. Our code is x equal to range 6. So x will be assigned the value from 0 to 5 with step size 1. Then for loop for n in is the membership operator, and this n takes the value from the x colon and then indent with print statement print n. So with each iteration, this for loop will print the value of n taken from the x. And now we save this file and then we will run at the command prompt. At command prompt, we will write the file name. First, we have to switch to the test directory or folder, and then we will write the Python file name first.py, and it will give our output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second question is identify the output of the following Python statements. First statement is b equal to 1. So variable b is assigned a value 1. Then there is a for loop for a. A is in range 1, 10, 2. Here 1 is the start value, 10 is end value, and this 10 is excluded, and 2 is the step size. So value of a will be from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And in for loop, there is a statement which assigns the value to b as b equal to b plus a plus 2. So b will be equal to b plus a plus 2. So for each iteration, this statement will be executed as initially b is 1. So for a equal to 1, this b will be given the value 1 plus 1 plus 2, that is equal to 4. For a equal to 3, b will be assigned the value 4 plus 3 plus 2, that will be equal to 9. For a equal to 5, the value of b is now 9, so it is 9 plus value of a is 5 plus 2, that is equal to 16. Then a equal to 7, the value will be 16 plus 7 plus 2, that is equal to 25. And then for a equal to 9, value of b will be 25 plus 9 plus 2, that is equal to 36. Because print statement is outside the for loop, so final value of b will be printed as a output. So output will be 36. Hence option C is the correct option. Alternatively, if the print statement is within the for loop, then with each iteration, this for statement will be printed and output will be 4, 9, 16, 25 and 36. Now to run the code of the second question, we now create a file, say second, with Python extension, and save this file and open into the edit mode to write the code. And code is b equal to 1, then for a variable a in range with value 1, 10, 2, where starting value is 1 and value is 10. This 10 is excluded and step size is 2. And then there is a colon b plus equal to a plus 2 and then print statement. Here statement is outside the for loop. So after execution of all the iteration of the for loop, print command will print the final value of the b. Now we save this file and we will run it at the command prompt. So file name is second.py. It will give the value 36. Alternatively, if we use the print statement within the for loop, so it will execute with each iteration of the for loop. We save this file and if we run at the command prompt, we will have the output with each iteration. This is 4, 9, 16, 25 and 36. Third question is, which of the following options can be the output of the following Python code? This Python code contains a list L1 which contains the elements 10, 20, 30, 20 and 10, and list 2 is an empty list. Then there is a for statement or for loop. This for loop has the variable I which takes the values from the list 1. So this I will be assigned the value 10, 20, 30, 20 and then 10. Within the for loop there is a if statement if I not in L2 because L2 is initially empty list. So with I equal to 10 it will check this L2 list which is initially empty. So this 10 element will be appended to the list 2. So list 2 after first iteration will become containing the element 10. After that it will again check 20. 20 is also not available. So list 2 now appended with 20 and becomes 10, 20. For 30 list 2 becomes 10, 20, 30 after appending the 30. Now when I again takes the value 20, it will check the L2 and this element is already present in list 2. So this is not appended or not executed. Similarly, list remains 10, 20, 30. Similarly for I equal to 10, again list is remains unchanged and list remains 10, 20 and 30. And after completion of the for loop, there is a print statement which will print the list 1 and list 2 with a separator ampersand. So output will be list 1 is 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. And then is a separator ampersand and then list 2 which is 10, 20, 30. Hence option this D is the correct option. Now to run the code, we create a new file, name it third with Python extension and save it, open into the edit mode and write the code. Our code is list1 is equal to having the element 10, 20, 30, 20 and 10. List2 is empty list, then for loop for I in list1 colon, then if statement if I not in the list 2 append the element to list 2 dot append and then we have to run the print statement after completion of the for loop. So print is L1 comma L2 comma separator equal to ampersand. We have to save this file and then run at the command prompt. So it is third dot py. There is some error. Here is name error. So we have to see it. Here is L is not the list we have defined. It is the L2. We save it again and then run at the command prompt, we have the output. Fourth question is identify the output of the following Python statement. First statement is L is the empty list. Then for loop, this for I is the variable which takes the value from the range 4. This range 4 states that it is range. By default, start value is 0 and value is 4, and this 4 is excluded with step size 1. So this implies that I will take the value 0, 1, 2, and 3. Then list is appended with the element, and these elements are calculated with each iterations for each value of I. I are 0, 1, 2, 3, and value calculated here is 2 into I plus 1. So for I equal to 0, it will be 1. Then for I equal to 1, this value will be 2 into 1 plus 1, that is 3. For I equal to 2, value will become 5. And for I equal to 3, this value will become 7. Then these values will be appended to the list. Initially, list is the empty list. And for with first iteration, it will become the list with element 1. Then for second iteration, it will be 1, 3. Then after that, 1, 3, 5. And last iteration will give the list 1, 3, 5, and 7. After that, after completion of the for loop, there is a print statement where it contains the argument L colon colon minus 1. This L colon colon minus 1 implies that it will trace the list from reverse order, that means from end to start. Therefore, this print statement will give this list in the reverse order, that is 7, 5, 3, and 1 as an output. Hence, option A is the correct option. Now to run this code, we create a new file with name say fourth with Python extension and save it. Open in edit mode to write the code. The code is the list is empty list and for loop with variable I in range 4, then colon, and then list is appended with the element, and this is 2 into I plus 1. And there is a print statement outside the for loop. It is print parenthesis, then list square bracket colon colon minus 1. This print the list in reverse order from last to one. This is the parent bracket for closing the list and then parenthesis for closing the print statement. And now we have to save this file and we will run the fourth file at the command prompt and we will get the output 7531 in reverse order.